To be fair, Divine Naga sucked.
To be fair, some of these okay. Look, it's fair because like Tyrefing, you became Divine Tyrefing, and everyone just say use Divine Tyrefing now. But now you might actually consider going back. Like there's a lot of cases here like that.
It just turns into miracle. A situational miracle, but you know.
Yeah. But anyways, let's break them down one by one. Tyrefing, at start combat, if unit's HP is greater than 50%, grants if unit's HP is over 1 and foe would reduce unit's HP to 0. Unit survives 1 HP once per combat, does not stack. That is so good because, okay, well, if you have a healer, that becomes really, really interesting. But
So
you have to make that 50% threshold. Yeah, Legion?
Then you could probably just run.
You got cut off. I didn't hear you.
Yeah, you got cut off.
Like you could just run renewal on.
But renewal doesn't do enough. His HP is doesn't his HP like yeah.
It's 50 with the refine.
Oh god. That's like as much as some armor units.
Hell has the same miracle effect without HP threshold. Alright, that's super interesting because we already know she's gonna become a hero. A year down the line, she's gonna be the next Surtur.
She's gonna be a flying axe.
That's the weirdest thing for me. I saw a mage. I didn't see a flying axe at all.
Everybody thought she was gonna be a colorless unit because her weapon looks like her attack animation looks like she's casting some spell with her scythe.
Right.
She has a scythe.
I called it. I knew it was going to be a green weapon.
We've talked about scythes in them.
Yeah.
Sinmara is essentially a scythe.
I still disagree. I still think they're closer to... Fine, whatever. But yeah, this is more useful for something like... You're absolutely right, Ether Raids. Because, again, if you force your opponent to spend an extra turn killing your hero, or you have a lot of healing in your Ether Raid and they just can't kill him, well then, Tyrefing becomes really important.
Oh my god, Selyph's gonna be so annoying.
Yeah, for what people use him.
It's really good because you literally had no reason to use him before, so he now has something.
Yeah, now he actually has a defined use.
It's beautiful.
Alright, so yeah, 10 out of 10 refine. I give 10 out of 10 for refines is when you definitely should use it. So
yeah,
he wasn't
most of the problems with the hero.
Yeah. And considering what Tyrefing was before. Tyrefing was the worst thing before. What didn't you have to get hit into 50% HP and then you get
it's part of a brazen. Like +5 defense if you're below 50% HP.
No, it's only +5 defense if you're below 50% HP if you initiate.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
it was completely absurd. I remember it just being possibly the worst effect ever.
Also, no, I think it was just +4 defense.
It could have been.
Yeah,
when
I think
Yato and Durandal gave +4 to attack and speed without any restriction.
Oh, and thanks Kyoe. He actually sent me this over. We have a bonus refine for you guys. Well, it's not a bonus refine, bonus weapon for you guys. So, Hell's Scythe. Accelerate special trigger, cooldown count -1. Oh, and the reason why this matters is simply because you could probably expect her to be available in a year.
Yep. If Surtur taught us anything.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they didn't really change Samara. Like, we didn't get like a muted Samara, like only 10 damage. No, we got the full thing.
Flat out 20 damage.
Yep.
Who thought that was okay?
Are y'all ready for triple attack defense bond?
Wait, let me get through Hell's Scythe. Accelerate special trigger, cooldown count -1. If foe does not use magic or staff, calculates damage using foe's res. That is so good. And if foe's units, if unit's HP is greater than 1 and foe reduces unit's HP to 0, unit survives 1 HP. Once per combat, does not stack. Greater than 1. No HP threshold. If she somehow just heals a bit. Wait a second.
You know every map she shows up, there's gonna be a mounted healer with Physic.
Wait a second. Can't she just take her Air's B skill?
Oh,
Mystic
crap.
boost?
Yeah,
Yes.
couldn't you just do Mystic Boost?
No!
Mystic
After
Boost
every
Hell Scythe.
combat shall have the ability to do it again.
Better start running Poison Strike, boys.
You have to
Yeah,
keep her at
hope you double
1.
her. If you just, you have to double her in order to kill her then.
You have to double her,
No,
right?
you also gotta run AoE specials.
Either that or in before they come out with a skill of some sort to prevent.
Oh, they could also do
I think
that.
AoE specials can counter that.
Yeah, she should get her own skill.
That's so good though, and you obviously you could just use ether as well with this accelerate special trigger cooldown, and she's an axe hero, so.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know what her base kit's gonna come with.
Yep.
Oh god.
Her stat line.
We'll find out soon.
We'll find out soon, I guess. Yeah.
We're not gonna get her real stat line until she comes out. We're just gonna get a bunch of fake
Oh yeah,
stat
for
lines
sure.
for her bosses.
It'll be like whatever.
At least it'll be on the pulp.
Yeah.
It'll be an idea, a blueprint.
Yep.
All right, but let's try and finish this off. Naga is your Naga refine. This is so interesting because doesn't Julia technically have both refines available, Naga and Divine Naga special refines?
Does.
Yeah.
She does actually.
All right, I haven't read this yet, so I don't know which one's better. But of course, effective against dragon foes. Imagine if Naga lost that. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Foe initiates combat, grants defense res +4 during combat, and I see close counter. So, okay, in combat against the dragon foe, disables foes skills that calculate damage using lower of defense or res. That's huge because she has really shitty defense. It was so funny before because if Julia didn't one shot you, whatever dragon you used probably killed her. Yep.
Yep.
Oh my god. She just turned the tables on all dragon.
Yep.
Calculate damage
that's big.
from staff like other weapons, and unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range. That's not very useful for everything but dragons. Basically, she should be able to tank a dragon shot and just one shot them. But
she's definitely a dragon killer.
yeah.
And she basically stole Air's gimmick.
Yep. She also stole Air's. How many? Wait a second.
Calculate damage from staff like other weapons.
This is a super refine. How many different stats? Different effects are here?
This is 3 refines in 1.
Right. Is it actually?
Like
I think it's.
along the lines of what Saber got.
I think it's 4 actually.
Oh my god! Right.
Yeah, four effects.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Saber
at most got like 2.
I tested it close counter against dragons only. All right. To be
Yeah,
fair,
that makes sense.
It makes sense.
To be fair, I don't
What
think it
would you
even really
refine?
mattered because realistically, everything that attacks her up close should just stomp her. So
Yeah.
Yeah, she's only really. I mean, to be honest, I think she was only good against dragons, but now they like cemented that.
Yeah, her niche just basically got like solidified, basically.
do you guys remember the old school Julia builds? What was it? Deathblow.
Fury, Green Tonebreaker.
Yeah, Green Tonebreaker definitely.
Because of
Oh,
Nino.
those were weird.
Man, and she used to be there she used to be in arena all the time until we got into
She
this.
was everywhere.
Yeah,
Yep.
very
Like,
popular
as
green
soon as
mage.
she hit, Takumi just vanished.
Oh,
Pretty much.
yeah, that's right. Takumi's res is relatively low, and she hits pretty damn hard. So yeah.
He was gone.
All right, but moving on, Divine Naga. I don't think you can beat Naga. That's so funny. If Divine Naga is worse than Naga.
That would be hilarious.
Keeping effective against dragon foes. Yes, neutralize foes bonuses. That's something that they keep again. And disables foes skills that calculate damage using the lower of foes defense or res. So, all right, that's cool. That's reasonable. At start combat, if units res is greater than foes res +3, grants attack speed, defense res +3 during combat. That's not good enough.
No,
It
really
can
isn't.
be in
It can't
some
save
ways.
Deirdre. Deirdre doesn't have the offensive spread to be running that.
I know, like her speed doesn't really matter. Her defense doesn't really matter. And because of
attack
her
isn't high enough.
yeah, and because of the nullify ability, you don't really have to worry about, having low defense. It's all res. So just attack and res is realistically the only useful things.
I mean, she can survive a shot from Noe, but she's not one-shotting her either.
She
Yeah.
Just 31 base speed with that weapon in effect because she has 28 right up.
Then
the
again,
gate.
she has a speed
So-
ploy too.
Yeah, she could probably make use of it, and then they can't get speed buffs, so she could probably use it very well.
Okay.
True.
I think she'll flatten like the dragons you expect her to flatten. Green dragons, probably most of them, and blue dragons. But legendary Grima and red dragons, I think it's gonna be problematic for her.
They're still gonna walk over her. Just because female Grima can get to such a high attack value.
Hmm.
Female Grima, what?
And she's fast. Like even with attack speed, defense res +3, female Grima's still gonna double you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. At that point, you're just trying to kill.
That's so unfortunate, though. I'm pretty sure. Okay, that just makes Julia much more flexible and better as a hero because you have Divine Naga available, but Naga just seems much better generally.
Yep.
I think so.
Man,
too.
ever have one of
Divine
those
Naga's
moments where
good,
Refine
but-
gets power cred by another Refine?
I don't know. Bracing stance with close counter versus nullifying bonuses and then +3. It's. I think I'd get more use out of Naga, but I see Divine Naga being something I wouldn't want you.
It has a niche, and I think depending on how dragons progress from here, it might be even more useful in the future, especially. But in the
Right.
immediate, I just think Naga is so much better.
Yep.
Okay. Nowadays, and the last one is Tome of Thoron. This is for
Tailtiu.
the soulless girl eye. The girl of the soulless eyes.
Hey, it's about time Thoron got to be in a base kit.
At start of turn, if units HP is under 75% and units attack trigger special, it has to, and units attack trigger special, that's a lot. Grants special cooldown count -1 and deals +10 damage when special triggers. If unit initiate
Wrath.
combat, grants
Hey,
P
you
+6.
just
Six.
passed that for the tome.
They did it. They actually put Wrath into her tome, boys. Wow, I can't believe they would act.
Hmm.
Yes,
Tailtiu
it
is
impressed
Wrath
me.
and Darting Blade.
It's Wrath
Darting blow.
and
Yeah,
Darting Blow.
Darting blow.
Is
It's
that
as simple as that?
actually enough?
Well, let's put it this way: Mjolnir is slaying and Wrath. I mean, slaying and Darting Blade
Yeah.
on Ishtar, and
Huh.
Ishtar has what now? 1, 2 extra speed.
Mm-hmm. And she has Swift Sparrow in her base.
Yeah, where Tailtiu has HP res 2 or whatever.
Eh.
I'm kind of conflicted. I'm not sure because she comes with Blade Tome, and most people already have Blade Tome teams and builds set up for her. So this is like an entirely different
It also
direction.
just got better because of Hone Attack 5. Or 4,
Right.
rather.
And with Legendary Azura being out in the open now, do you really want to drop your Blade Tome hero now? So that feels weird.
I mean, if you're really worried about that one guy run dull ranged, sure.
I think the biggest thing here is that if you are making a new Tailtiu, I think you should go this direction. But if you already have a Tailtiu, chances are you have a much better setup now. That you don't need to go
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Blade Tome's better to start with, but Wrath, I think, is probably the way to go if you're making her now.
Like most beginning players will stick with the Wrath builds, but the true intellectuals will see value in this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she's essentially a Wrath version of Ishtar at this point.
This is the weapon effect Julius's weapon should have had.
Hmm.
Because he also had Wrath in his game.
But yeah, that's the refines. What do you guys think?
Pretty
I think
good
they're
overall.
Really interesting.
Yeah, good.
I think the
I
best
find it funny
refine.
base turfing and Naga had the most unique ones.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. I think Naga is overall the best one, and Tirefing has a really interesting role to play.
Yep. It's so good the final boss of the main story took it.
They made it better.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
Oh man. I hope Julius gets a Wrath Refine.